Good. Adjust the jeans.
Adjust the jeans.
Jumper over the top.
The jeans, not a man's best friend in that sense.
No, school uniform. Worst was in the school pants when you were in school. They were the worst for it.
What, like the bump? Like the little
bump.
crease?
The bump was very,
Prominent?
worryingly so.
Yeah. Purely from like the fabric
Yeah.
of the grey school pants.
Yeah. They just, it's like, come on, guys.
Well, it comes with the territory of going to a private school, I guess.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby.
Marshall gets away. Marshall's still going. Marshall's got Richards coming up outside. Now inside.
All right, what's up, nerds? Welcome back to the Barflies podcast, episode 40. It's Thursday, Arvo. I got pajama pants on. I'm drinking an iced latte at 4:30 in the Arvo. That's kind of where I'm at today.
It's a glorious afternoon.
Well, it's a great day in Sydney.
Bless me, just had to sneeze.
We'll just start when you're ready.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, it's a great afternoon. Sun's out, guns out. It's a bit chilly, you might say. We've got the heater on, cranking in here.
Yeah. I had cold bones today.
I would agree. I also had work this morning, and I would say my bones felt cold.
Yeah.
They felt cold.
Speaking of guns out real quick,
Yeah.
like, is there anything more frowned upon as a man than an unnecessary takeoff of the shirt?
Look, it's just... I would have to... I'm trying to formulate my words here. Yes, I would say so. It's just one of those things where you see it and you're like, all right, good on you, mate. Shirt off.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's like a nice pecs legend.
Nice pecs. And the thing is, usually these type of people, you've seen it once, they do it all the time.
Yeah.
There's known repeat offenders.
Yeah. Well, they've got multiple charges.
And they do. And is it of a place of, am I jealous of this person? Maybe. Maybe not.
It might
Put your
be.
shirt on, though.
Yeah, you look like an idiot.
Like, come on.
It's like, mate, you can't walk around, with your Nike runners on and no shirt in the mall. You look weird.
It's not right. It's not right.
Even within like a proximity to the beach.
Even if it's like 35 degrees, chuck something on when you go to the mall. Like maybe shoeless at the mall. I've done that a few times.
I've done it. I'm guilty.
I've been told it's not right apparently, but like I've still done it.
I'll do it. I'll do it again.
If I'm just going to Coles, I'm ducking in, ducking out. I'm not putting shoes on. I've got car Crocs that I do use on occasion, but I'm told they're also not allowed to leave the car. They're strictly to stay in the car. So, everyone's taking my options away from me, really.
Yeah, dude, don't listen to them. Dude, car Crocs forever.
Car Crocs rock. They fucking rock.
They go hard.
Big W car Crocs rock, okay?
Oh, they're off-brand car Crocs?
They're off-brand Crocs that I keep in my car.
What colour?
They're like a weird navy grey.
Okay.
Kind of.
I'd be happy for them to stay in the car, probably. To be honest.
They are not, they're definitely in that dad chic of fashion.
For sure.
Which, when's that making a comeback?
Yeah.
Why does, fashion trends have to be Salomons and Doc Martens? Why can't it be Kathmandu fleeces and chinos?
In and of itself, the hiking shoe and the Doc Marten are a dad shoe.
Well, I'm sure there's dads that have worn them, but I don't think they are a classic dad aesthetic look.
I would say that runners and jeans, dude.
But they're not runners; they're hiking shoes.
Same thing, bro.
Nah, different. They're different.
They're way steepier.
Well, okay. For example, as like dad chic being slandered, I was in the car with my brother the other day. He loves his fashion. He's quite into it, and there was a guy standing at the lights at Ringa Road, and older gentleman who definitely would have been, a dad, and he had like a fleece on, similar to like the Kathmandu or like Patagonia or whatever kind of thing it was. Chinos, black belt, white socks, white New Balance trainers. And I actually had a lot of respect for him in that moment. Like I was actually looked at his outfit and I went, I could actually see myself wearing that. I could wear that while my brother was ripping him.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't mind it. He's like, yeah, you wouldn't mind it.
Yeah. Well, I feel like there's almost a place for bad fashion at the moment. Wouldn't you? In a sense.
Is there? I
think
wouldn't
so.
know.
Yeah, I think so. Because again, I feel like they're kind of like hiking shoe, as steezy as they are. Like, I guess that would kind of
They're
be
like
considered.
a rich man's TN.
Yeah, I guess so. Dude, my sister's nearly like, I don't know. They convulsed when they saw them.
They hated them.
They hated them.
I don't think they look that good either.
Yeah. But I fucking reckon they're sick. You know?
Fair enough.
I don't know. Subjective, I guess.
If you like them, you like them.
Yeah, exactly right.
Fair enough.
Just to roll back real quick, just to touch on the...
not to get carried away.
We can get carried away.
Good to see you guys. Good to be back. Double episode this week.
Don't mention it.
Origin special on Monday/Tuesday morning.
No, went out Monday. Went out Monday night.
Yeah, so correct.
So Monday.
Head of tech, hard at work.
Hard at work,
Getting
mate.
it done
On the
for
clock.
you before Origin. Gave you time to absorb what I'm sure was a lot of information around the game. Information that almost...
Was all pretty accurate.
We shot out a lot of different theories, whatnot. All I'll say is we were pretty close to a couple of things hitting. Did we personally win any multis as well? No, thanks for asking.
That's not the point.
But, we were on the right track. We had the right thought process. So, yeah, you want accurate, to-date, analysis with great special guests. Shout out Nathan, by the way. Great job. You're coming to the right place. Listen to the episode.
Yeah, don't mention it. Like, it's what we're here for. It's what we do. We do it for the people. We'll circle back to it at the
end.
Towards the end of the app. Tough night for New South Wales.
That's for sure.
Good night for Queensland.
Great night for Queensland.
Yeah, like Xander said,
Bad day to be a 4X.
What, on Wednesday? Yeah, shocking day to be a 4X.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I wonder if it was probably sunny up there too, right? I guess.
Probably.
East Coast, sunny.
Probably warm.
The Caxton.
The Caxton. Isn't it good? The
I didn't
Caxton?
go. Didn't go.
That's like the one that everyone likes, though.
I know,
it?
but that's the thing. Everyone likes it. It's like
So
the
it's-
place to be at Magic
okay,
Round.
so it's
so
busy.
it's packed.
Right.
That's where like bloke and
I imagine it'd
HSP
be
were.
like Revs in Melbourne kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. I'm
I'm going to Melbourne, actually.
going to Melbourne too.
In September.
In November.
Oh, nice.
What are you going for?
Just lads trip.
Nice.
I think.
Sick.
Just couple of us are going down.
Yeah, nice.
Pretty keen. Should be good.
What, lads?
Couple from the bubble and then Turner.
Nice.
Like
your Saints. Your
yeah.
Saints. Good.
Couple boys from Saints. Should be good. Gonna do some very typical Melbourne things are planned though. From the chat already.
For example.
Which I don't mind because that's why I want to go.
Yeah, for example.
Go to the MCG and watching a game of footy.
Yeah.
Going to Revs.
Yeah.
Just that kind of general.
For sure.
Like literally stuff, if people came to Sydney and they'd go, I want to see the Opera House. That I'm pretty much doing the exact same thing.
Well, tourism's not frowned upon, I don't think.
I don't think you're just immersing yourself in what's going on.
Yeah, you're getting amongst the culture, getting up and about.
Absolutely.
Yeah, oat flat white, please.
Yeah. Thank you for coming.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Exactly. What are you going? You're going for a music thing, aren't you?
I'm out for a gig, yeah.
Yeah, right.
Like a singular gig.
Just one
Well,
show.
The band that's playing are it's Karunga Bin. They're touring Australia, but the support acts were way better in Melbourne. And then I kind of threw the idea out there with a couple of people and got.
So you're the instigator.
I'm
You're the
yeah,
trip
I'm going to say I was.
So you're trip coordinator.
Mm-hmm. I would say I am.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I kind of threw the idea out there with one mate, and then we were kind of like, all right, yeah, we'll go. And then I mentioned it to Jared, I mentioned it to Kane, and they were both like, oh yeah, we'll go. Now it's 10 of us going. So it should be good. I can't wait. I spent as I said, spent a bit of time there. By a bit, I mean 3 to 4 hours. Had a great time.
It's got all the things. I think we've even said this before on
Probably.
the pod when you went for that 3 to 4 hours.
We had this exact conversation.
That it's got good nightlife, it's got good food, good cafes, which we like, and it's got good sport culture. It's ticking a lot of the boxes for things that I personally, it's pretty general things, but I'm keen to check it out and have a look.
Well, it's still ticking them nonetheless.
Yeah.
I'm very keen to go. Very keen to go. Always good to get out of Sydney.
Absolutely.
How do we get there? To Melbourne?
I don't know.
Were we talking about something?
We've actually started so hot today.
Yeah, it's good.
We've come out the gates
I'm
absolutely charged.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I'm liking where the energy's at
Yeah,
right now.
so do I.
Maybe it's my polar bear pants.
They've lifted the room.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
Ex-Ugg boot combo. What
think-
is like the most like rogue place you could get away wearing UGG boots? Do you reckon? Like the most formal place, I suppose.
Well, like that you get away with it, or that you can. What do you
Almost-
mean when you say get away? Because I was going to say funeral, because you could wear them there.
Yeah,
but that
no.
wouldn't be. You wouldn't get away with.
I'm
Wearing
going to
them
say
there.
where it would be like considered socially acceptable in a sense. Like if you wore them to Macca's at 11 o'clock at night,
Yeah, like
acceptable.
yes,
Macca's at like 2.
Macca's anytime. It's a Mac.
Yeah, it's Macca's. Yeah, I'd say any time.
It's a Mac. Same like at the mall. I wear them.
Yeah,
at
you
the
could
mall.
get away with them at the mall.
You know.
Getting a haircut? Do you wear them to get a haircut?
Yeah,
Would you?
I'm pretty sure I've seen people wear them getting a haircut.
Getting a haircut is like a very relaxing.
I love getting my haircut.
Same.
So
once I do it
They
here.
just kind of give it a bit of a massage.
Yeah.
It's unreal.
I miss getting your hair buzzed really short, like at the back.
Yeah.
And I like tied it up.
They square you up.
I haven't had that since I
Get
was
squared up.
like 12 or 13.
So you've had long hair for that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
Not long, but always like longer than you. Yeah.
I'm kind of tempted to shave my head. I keep having the urge.
Yeah, you should.
That I want to do it again.
Yeah, why not? It goes back in like a month anyway. Doesn't it?
No,
How long does it take?
like a couple months.
Does it?
Yeah, it takes a while.
Okay.
Doesn't go back.
Yours
that
actually is just like deceptively long though.
quick. Yeah. It's just because it's push. It's all.
The front of your head be longer than the front of mine. Just
probably.
the back of my head. Is
Yeah,
really
probably.
long. Where do we go from here? Should we just get into our love and hate? Should we get some structure into this baby?
Yeah. Let's. This is asking for some structure.
Okay. All structures know what we do best, but we'll give it a crack here.
Back
I've
in
got
the-
a bit of a story from this.
You got a bit of a best of both worlds situation for your love and hate.
Yeah, I do.
And I kind of don't want to follow it up, and I'm desperate to hear it.
Well, it's kind of a follow on from a previous episode.
Okay.
So, yesterday I'm at work, and this guy comes in, whatever. He was like, I don't know, mid-20s. We started having a bit of a chat,
Just chewing the fat.
Yeah, chewing the fat.
Chit chat.
So I'm kind of using this as my love and my hate this week because I do love breaking, the first barrier with a customer. Saying something a bit more, hi, how are you? I'm one for a yarn, if you will.
Yes.
So I like it when we get into the,
Nitty gritty.
of your day.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What did you do this morning? I want to know.
Okay.
And I mean that from a genuine place. It sounds like I was being a smartass. I'm not.
See, I couldn't care, but you actually enjoy it. That's the difference.
I don't necessarily care, but I appreciate the conversation.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'd had a bit of a laugh with this guy, whatever. We tried to figure out the Wi-Fi password together. Bit of a roller coaster, but we got through it. Felt almost like a bit of a bonding moment.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, his girlfriend comes in not long after, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. I was trying to think if these guys are regular customers or not. They kind of looked familiar, but I wasn't sure. They order their coffees. They order an oat cap and a hot chocolate, and I'm like, okay, no worries. Little bit of a laugh to myself because the adult hot chocolate, and let's call this guy Jake. I turn around to, put the hot chocolate in this guy's cup. And as I turn back around to make the coffee, they're just macking on.
Oh no, Jake! What have you done?
I was betrayed by Jake, dude.
Oh.
It's Jake. It's PDA Jake from 3 episodes ago. It's the same couple.
No.
The hot chocolate guy into the PDA.
So you didn't recognize it was him?
didn't recognize. Like I kind of clocked it, but I didn't realize because I was so disgusted last time I put it out. of
But
my
you
mind.
couldn't. You were so traumatized that you blocked his face
Yeah,
out.
yeah. And we'd had like a really nice moment. I turned around, and as I've gone to make his hot chocolate, which I thought was for his girlfriend,
Everything.
I was
everything you knew crumbled around you.
Well, Jake forgot we're on business hours.
Yeah.
He'd put it. Him and his girlfriend
Again. Thank you, Jacob.
I feel like their side hobby might be getting carried away into the earlier hours of the morning. I felt betrayed. I was lost. I was confused,
Angry?
angry. These words come to mind.
Did you? So you making said coffee? Did you end up doing the thing of I'm gonna leave? I'll leave this just here. Yeah, I'll leave this here. While they were getting into it.
I
You just
kind of
dropped them off?
like-
Were they, when you went over, were they still kind of?
No, because I don't know. They were kind of yeah. Oh, dude, I'm
Coffees.
like rattled trying to talk about it. It's so bad, eh? Like they were like getting with each other in the coffee shop. This is like
tongue,
dude,
much tongue
it's
action?
late, dude. It's
On.
It's
on.
like France 1998.
Okay.
They're getting after it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I call their coffees out, knowing full well it's them. They're the only people in the cafe. And I'm like, I was like, oat cap and hot chocolate, and they both kind of like, oh, and like snapped out of it. And then I was like, just kind of, here you go, guys. Have a good one.
See ya.
See you tomorrow.
Oh, that is so grim.
It's grim, dude. It's ruined, I felt betrayed. So my beef this week is with fucking Jake.
So next time he comes up to you, are you going to be as friendly to him as normal?
Well, it depends if he's alone or not.
Well, like I say, don't get to know the customers sometimes because they just let you down.
Well, I don't know his name still. I haven't gotten to know.
Well, not
him.
name, but like because sometimes they just let you down.
Well, I feel like it's a bit different in a cafe as opposed to a pub because like you become familiar with an older gentleman at a country pub, if you will, and the racism comments, they hit you quite jarringly at times. It's like, gee, did you watch the footy that night? Insert something that's not acceptable and hasn't been for 10 years. You know what I mean?
And you're like, I did not need to hear that. Thank you. Thank you.
You ruined my day.
Yeah. Well, that's just, and they also just, the ones that we used to work with were just like, some of them were just, words cannot be used.
Can't describe.
Can't describe some of the things that you heard. So it's just better to steer clear away from them, really.
Well, we've got a few friends that still work there, so some of it filters back.
Yeah.
Back to us still.
And they haven't changed.
No.
Which isn't good.
No. Can you turn the heater off?
I can. But you're love and hate. Jake, you bloody sneaky bastard. How could you?
Just
honestly. I've got it. There you go. I can't believe that from him. Disgusting.
Well, yeah, you can't, but you can at the same time. Anyway.
Repeat offender. Different to, the jarring experience of Jake, my love this week is the warm, comforting one that a Kathmandu fleece or jumper will give you. Kathmandu, not sponsored content. I'll just enjoy it. Enjoy the product. It's winter. Kathmandu season is here.
Is Kathmandu Australia's big spoon?
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, it is. Kathmandu puffer is a travelling big spoon. Like the big puffer. The one that I have.
Nice, dude.
Like it's on your back.
I like that.
I'm always comfy.
It's like, I'll have a big spoon takeaway, please.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
$350. Thank you very much.
$350 to be incredibly comfortable and have a body temp that's, reasonable
I'll take it.
in the icy cold
I'll take
months of June and July.
Because it's been fucking cold. I know
Mate.
we've talked about it for like 3 weeks in a row now. Everyone's probably sick of hearing it. But
That's all what everyone in Sydney's talking about, dude.
it's been the year of weather.
Yeah.
Everyone's been talking about weather for
Dude,
about...
I'm beanieing all the way through to September, I think.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You wear a hat all the time though.
I know, but like the beanie.
When did you become a hat guy? When did you go, okay, decision, boom, done. I'm a hat guy now.
I think like late high school.
Yeah, right.
So like not that long ago, maybe like 5 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah. Before that, I wasn't really. Well, I didn't have like proper long hair until like late high school, and I feel like the hat and the long hair
Okay.
they go well together.
Fair enough. I was just a bit curious.
Yeah. Does that?
Yeah.
Does that quench your curious thirst?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah. Speaking of people with a curious thirst or nature, my hate this week. It's kind of a might rattle a few people we listen to. Maybe they think they might have done this a few times, but it's getting on my nerves. People asking who's playing at like music events, but I'm not talking festivals. I'm talking you're going to Sash or you're going to like Lost Sundays or something. And you're going with a big group. Like
you're not a club.
You're going to like a club event, not an actual thing, and someone will be like, "Oh yeah, who's playing that one? Yeah, what DJs are on?" And you're like, "Fuck, do I know, mate? I'm going with 10 people. Like, I'm not going there for that. I'm just going there for the good times."
Yeah.
And just get someone. It's like, how would I know?
Yeah. It's like I'm going to sing, 29 to 30 schooners with 10 of my best mates
Like,
and deal with it tomorrow.
I'm not.
I don't give a shit who's playing.
Yeah, it just been annoying me. I think it's just like people do it to like flex themselves that they know who's playing. It's like a subtle like a little subtle flex, like a humble brag almost. Like, yeah, I know he's playing. You know.
Yeah, I guess it depends on the event. Because, like, I feel like a Sash or a Lost Sundays, those events are event first, artist second. Whereas, like, a lot of the events that, you know, seem to pop up in the bubble, as we call it, are artist first, event second. It's like you're going to this place to see this person, which is kind of exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, but that's different because there'll be one person playing.
Yeah, okay. I guess.
Do you know what I mean?
I'm not that, like, engulfed in the culture either.
Right.
So I'm kind of like with you on this. I'm just there for a good time.
I'm just there for a good time. I don't know who's playing. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being into the Sydney music scene. Nothing against that. I'm just saying, like, I'm going to Lost Sundays, brother. It's not Coachella. Like, take a break.
Believe it or not, Tyler Creator's not playing.
Yeah, act shocked when you hear that.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Remember, act shocked. Okay.
It's fucking Jake and his mate from Edmore, dude. Like, they had their remix played on FBI at like midnight, dude. They're not fucking. They're not blowing your socks off.
Yeah.
You know?
To be honest, I went to Lost Sundays a couple weeks ago. It was great.
I think you talked about it.
Yeah, it was good fun.
Is that at Ivy?
It is at Ivy.
What's like the vibe? Is it really like basic?
No.
Basic vibes or like
No. It's actually a bit more maybe a bit more dancey and disco.
More like R&B almost.
No R&B. No R&B. Just more like more not as okay. You know how Sash is like, like the whole time like it's tech.
Yeah.
You know, when this is not as intense.
Yeah.
Let's just say it's a bit more bright.
Yeah, sure.
Is the best way to put it.
Sure. It's a bit more universal in its music, in a sense.
Yeah. But still not, I don't think it's like, what was the word I used before when you were trying to ask me about it?
Basic?
Basic, yeah. It's not basic.
Okay.
It's good.
All right, sure.
It's good fun.
But it's a bit more like, I don't know. Neither of us know enough about that sort of music to talk about it properly, so we'll just leave it.
Yeah. Notes. Do we want to do notes or we want to Oh, actually, I want to get into Barflies trivia because this actually interests me a lot.
No, the Barfly, Nat Geo Barflies.
Nat Geo Barflies. You don't like Barflies pub trivia?
I like Nat Geo Barflies.
You like Nat Geo Barflies?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll keep it. This week topic, submarines.
Okay.
Something you probably wouldn't hear about very often. Doesn't come up very much.
No. Not since ScoMo bought those 4 submarines or whatever
You
he
didn't
did.
you didn't get the dad joke there,
Oh,
did you?
it's hit me late.
It's hit you late?
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Anyway, submarines this week is the topic. You know, like Cody said, ScoMo bought a couple semi-recently, but it crossed my mind what it should be this week, and I decided submarines.
Mm-hmm.
Very difficult word to spell as well, I found. Anyway.
Why? What part of submarine is difficult to spell?
Well, it's difficult. Just try and spell submarines without looking it up, and you'll probably get it wrong.
Have you heard the old adage, sound it out?
I'm acquainted with the sounded out spectrum, but it doesn't help me that much.
One of the great, would you say sound it out is like a year 1 teacher's best friend?
Oh, they've been around the block with the year 1 teacher.
How many times do you reckon you as a year 1 went, Miss, how do you spell this? And then she said sound it out, and you went, oh yeah, true, and like wrote it down.
Well, I don't actually remember that, but that's why I don't.
You don't remember sound it out?
No, I know that's been. I've heard people say it, but I don't remember it personally.
Okay, dude, my year 1 teacher loved sound it out.
Maybe she was just lazy.
Either way, she's winning.
Yeah, that's true. Submarines. Okay, fact number one. Fact number one. So you think how long can they stay underwater for? Like you got to think they got to come up at some point. Submarines, they can operate underwater for 3 to 4 months. Nuclear submarines, that is. Diesel ones, not as long.
What's the difference between a nuclear and diesel submarine?
Nuclear submarines is powered by nuclear power.
Etch, dude.
Yeah. Which is also pretty cool.
That's
I think.
fucking sick, but
Yeah.
it's like etch, dude. You know what I mean?
But yeah, I know what you mean. But some can also stay Like there was also one website that said it can stay under for longer too.
I think everything just about, the depths of the ocean. I'm seeing a recurring theme here already in Nat Geo Barflies.
What's that?
The ocean and water and operating, below sea level.
What's the unknown? And it fascinates me.
Yeah, totally.
Because you don't know, how does that even work? How do these things even work? Kind of thing.
Yeah, it's beyond me, hey.
Blows my mind.
Well, that's why we're here.
And this follows on to the next point. You may ask, okay, it's underwater for so long. How does it produce air for the people inside? Oxygen in submarines is produced by putting seawater through a process of I'm probably going to say this wrong. Electrolysis. Do your own research. Which is a chemical decomposition produced by passing an electric current through a liquid or solution containing ions, vis-a-vis the salt water, which creates in turn the oxygen for the vessel.
Sick. I'm just trying to get my brain to process that.
So they would have the water say the water was sitting in a container, and then they put the electric current through it, and then the output, if you will, or the outflow of what happens when they do that is oxygen.
That's insane. So they turn seawater into oxygen.
Because water contains oxygen. So
Yeah.
that's just the process of
Sick.
taking it out.
Good for them, dude.
Yeah. It's pretty wild. Pretty smart.
It's eyes up.
It's pretty bloody smart, if you ask me, mate. And of course, the submarine fact that I wanted to know straight away. What's the deepest they've gone? Which actually was a very obvious answer in the end. The answer is deepest dive for a submarine, 10,911 meters, which is underwater. And if you imagine that as a mountain, it would be another 2 kilometers taller than Mount Everest. So
That's
pretty crazy. Which is the Marina Trench, sorry.
Mariana. That's deep for those playing along at home.
Yeah, that's pretty deep.
Was there someone in there?
Yeah, it's piloted. Yeah. James Cameron also went down there as well.
Dude,
He's done that.
come on, man.
But this one was a while ago, I think. The first one was before him.
Why did James Cameron go down there?
I don't know. He's a weird dude.
Is he the Avatar dude?
Yeah, the director. He just did it. He's won his Oscars.
Was it for
He's
a movie?
Nah, he just did it.
Isn't Avatar 2 coming out soon, by the way?
Tell me, mate, a sequel I had lost interest in about 8 years ago.
Really? The trailer looks sick. Have you watched it?
It doesn't even look that good.
Do you know what movie?
It didn't need a sequel. No one ever wanted a sequel for that.
That's true. It didn't, did it?
I thought the story was resolved.
Yeah. You're right. I'm still going to watch it.
Yeah, I'm saying. I'm gonna
Have you heard of the movie Everywhere, Everything All at Once?
No,
or something?
everyone's been talking
Dude,
about it.
everyone's saying it's so good. Like, Kane said it's easily in the top 5 best movies he's ever seen.
Really? Everyone's been talking up so
I
much.
can't believe you haven't seen it.
No, I've seen it.
Do you not like movies?
Apparently not. Must not if I haven't seen this one. Everyone's been G'ing it up, I've been hearing.
Yeah, dude, last night at the pub, that's all everyone was talking about.
Really?
Yeah, forget Origin.
Wow.
Yeah. And everyone's like one person would bring it up, and then another person across the table would be like, "Oh, you're talking about Everywhere, Everything, and whatever it's called."
Wow.
Yeah. So
Must be, to do that, a bunch of 23-year-old boys not even talking about Origin, talking about a movie
we'll circle back
In
to that
front
when
of
we
the
get into the
Origin.
back page.
is quite impressive. Speaking of Origin and losing, stuff that makes you cry. Not that I had tears last night, but is there anything that
Sure you didn't.
Yeah. Is there anything that, you see, an automatic tearjerker? Is there anything that gets you a little bit every time?
I think I've said this on the pod before, but the only time I can remember crying in the last few years is when the people on Australia's Got Talent hit the golden buzzer.
Sorry. Was it just a heartfelt moment?
Well, the sad music plays over the top and
Yeah.
stuff, dude. It's like
Those producers played you.
oh, dude.
Hook, line, sinker.
I mean, the producers at Channel 9 have been dunking on me for years.
They sold the dummy to you straight up.
Oh, yeah, dude. Mate, Waterworks. Whatever, sue me. Sue me.
Sue me for showing emotion. Seriously.
Boys don't cry. Well, what do you call this, babe?
What do you call these tears? No, the reason I say it this week is because you know what gets me a bit? Have you ever seen those videos on YouTube where it's like, oh, we gave our, stepfather our adoption papers or something?
Oh, yeah.
Mate. Oh.
That's good stuff.
You just don't do it yourself. you watch it, you just don't go near it. Like if you see it pop up, I'm giving everyone a bit of advice right now. Don't click on it.
Yeah.
Because you'll like cry or get a bit teary because you'll be like, oh, this is too much.
Well, if you watch that on a Tuesday arvo, it'll knock you around.
Yeah. Even on a Sunday arvo. Sunday arvo at halftime during the 4 o'clock game. Quick YouTube break. Click on an adoption papers video. Not only the Dragons down at halftime, but now I've watched this.
Yeah, it's like I'm watching Karen Munster absolutely pound my team into the core of the earth. I'm scat. And now some kid's getting adopted. I'm all at sea.
Yeah. I'm a physical and emotional wreck right now.
And you'll blame it on you'll blame it on the video, not the fucking
Degenerate
behavior that's been going on for the last 48 hours. Isn't that so funny though? I feel like that's so funny. Like, you'll be so like, me and Kate have been talking about it. Like, last night we were coming home from the pub and we'd both had a monster weekend last weekend. And we were both like, dude, I've been so like knocked around this week.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, dude, I've noticed if I'm not getting enough sleep, like I'm just not functional. And then Kane's like, yeah, dude, I think I just like haven't been drinking enough water or like.
He actually said it.
He's something along the lines of that.
And did something click for you where you went, wait,
well, we both went, we both had monster weekends.
Yeah.
It's definitely like, it's funny how people would just like
well, we joke about saying that, but then actually saying, but we actually do have said it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, whatever, dude.
I'll
point the finger at anything I can see.
I'll blame the finger at anyone but myself.
Yeah, well, it's not my fault.
For my own actions. Yeah. Stuff makes you cry, dude. Don't. To be honest, I also found the funniest. Actually, I shouldn't say funny. The weirdest YouTube video that I showed Cody before the episode of it's just, I don't even know where this video came from. I've never searched anything like this up. Like, I don't know where YouTube recommended this from. I think it was meant for someone else and it accidentally fell into my basket.
It was a Trojan horse on your YouTube feed. It snuck in like disguised.
And it's here to stay.
Yeah.
And it's caused a havoc. I've watched it so many times.
Yeah.
It's like a video of these people who have these dogs that hunt rats in farms.
Yeah.
And it's blown my mind.
I've
found out about it 2 days ago and I've watched it at least 20 times.
It's like a group of people that obviously live on farmland, and
in the local area.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Yeah, obviously, whatever.
Yeah.
Their local area is also where they live. Yeah,
by the by,
sure. And their family pet hunts rats,
or all their pets.
Or they like get all their pets together.
Sunday arvo rat catchers.
Yeah,
and then they film it and they put it on YouTube. Like why?
It's bizarre.
It is absolutely bizarre.
Bizarre's the only, and like you watch it, it's like a train wreck. Like you can't look away.
I know.
But you're like, why am I watching this?
Why am I? This is crazy. And it's not, when you see in a documentary, you'll see, it'll be narrated by David Attenborough, and it will be like, and the water buffalo goes up to the stream, and the crocodile, and like it's like, kind of, they soften the blow a bit of, nature taking its course. That does not happen in this video. It's some Welsh guy going, "Go on, Reggie, catch him, go on, or good kill."
And there's no like outtakes or cuts either.
No,
it's raw footage. Dude.
It is raw footage.
You're watching this thing live.
This is happening. It is the opposite of planet Earth in many ways.
If you throw this guy a subscription, we might be seeing a chest cam on a dog soon.
Georgie the Terrier has got the first known body cam of a dog on. Oh, dude.
I don't know if that's only funny to us because we've watched it.
Oh.
That's actually
Dude. Oh, fuck.
Oh, you that's just funny to us.
Yeah. Oh, stop that right now. Stop that nonsense. Oh. Oh my god, dude, shut up.
Oh, I'm done.
It's so dribbling.
How do we get here, dude?
Oh. Oh, is that even that funny?
No,
I don't even know if it is.
it's not. I'm scared.
Oh god. Okay. Oh, something we've totally moved
Oh,
past.
mate, how have we forgotten about this? This will get us back on course.
This will get us back in course, and maybe we were leaving it a little late, just so you had to listen to all of that. But
We'll reward you now.
We'll reward you now for all that hardship.
I'll
And
put it.
talk of dog body cams. And talk of dog body. Oh my god.
I've got
Oh
tears.
my god.
I'm crying.
Oh my god. Oh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Oh, I should have to edit that. That was fucked. I'm crying.
Oh. I almost want to talk about the YouTube comment on that video though. With the humane thing.
Okay, yeah.
Where the chick's like, there's a comment where this woman's commented, oh, you know, it looks cruel, but this is the most humane way to kill a rat. I'm like, in what planet, mate? How is this more humane than like a quick death, boom, instant death, chemicals? You know?
But chemicals and instant death, doesn't that like burn them from the inside?
But like, they'd be dead in a minute. Like, quick.
That'd be the same as the dog, though. Like, wouldn't the dog?
Well, the terror of the dog finding, like, imagine you're just chilling, right?
You're a rat.
You're a rat.
Point of view, you're a rat.
POV rat. No body cams on this rat though yet. But POV rat, you're just chilling. And then you're like, oh, why is everything kind of moving? And what's all that noise and all those footsteps? And then dirt is uncovered. And there's 14 terriers looking for you. And chasing you down the road.
Go!
And you can hear just this yelling. That does not sound more humane than being poisoned. Personally.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
It's definitely more like barbaric in a way.
Yeah, yeah, I would say. It's definitely more primal.
Yeah.
But I don't know. That's life, you know? It's a dog-eat-dog world, mate, as they say.
Mate, it's true that.
Like that, you're like, I don't know. I don't feel like, you know, nature gives a shit about humane or not.
No. But I'm saying if the rat had a choice, I think the rat would choose the chemicals over being...
Well, it almost makes the comment interesting, right? Because it's like that literally is nature in its purest form.
Well, it's the most natural way, but it's not the most humane.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like the comment about it being humane is almost trivial because it's like these rats are pests. Like,
yeah, exactly.
And they're killing them like how they would be killed in the wild anyway.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
It's like why do these rats that are pests get humane treatment?
It's a good point.
Like, do you know what I mean?
That's a good point.
So it's like they're either going to get eaten by a dog here or they're going to get eaten by a dog in
the wild anyway.
the wild.
Or a snake.
Yeah. Would you rather be swallowed by a snake? You'd probably be alive
That's true.
if a snake gets its mitts on you and strangled to death. So
Anyway. But the bracket.
yeah, anyway, on to less important things. I'll link that video in the YouTube because it's fucking interesting.
It is.
And I feel like after that
ordeal
we just had, you have to go and watch it
That
for
was-
yourself.
If you don't, like, I can't believe we just spent 5 minutes laughing at
I haven't laughed like that in a while.
at a dog body cam comment.
Wasn't that funny?
It wasn't even that funny.
The
But
people are going to be listening to this, like, especially if you tune out while listening to the pod, which happens occasionally, you come back into that, be like, my word, that's truly.
what is going on? Okay, back to the bracket.
Yeah.
Okay,
One
now
hand back on the structure. Yeah.
Now we're giving you what you actually came for. 40 minutes. In.
Well, I'll get up the results because, you know, a battle for the ages, all 8 matchups, you know.
Undertooketh.
Underwent. What night? When was this? Last Thursday?
Well,
last week?
Last Thursday. So, we've been a bit quiet. We've just been finalising results.
We've been finalising results. We had to send it to our people. They got it sorted. I think it went to the ABS.
We had to review one particular matchup.
Yeah.
But it was legal.
It was
passed
legal.
as legal.
It was legal.
Matchup one?
Matchup 1, TikTok fame, unfinished segments. TikTok fame
Taking the gravy.
takes the gravy, 64%.
Pretty comfortable.
Comfortable win. Matchup 2, Hinge Girls versus Brisbane. Brisbane
Close to start this one.
knocked out.
Well, I dislike. Yeah. See, I don't care. I dislike both, so I didn't really have a favourite there.
I don't even remember who I voted for, to be honest. But I'm happy to say Brisbane oosted.
Out.
Matchup 3, and you know,
probably one of the biggest.
What's the headline of the week?
Got the most total votes, including both sides. Amount of total votes.
Right. How many was it? Do you know?
I think it was in the 60 region, at least.
Wow.
Yeah. Done by some, Pub Roach's podcast, utilised their streams of marketing to influence the decision. Had to check whether it was legal or not, as we didn't determine any rules to start. Yes,
There's actually no rules.
There was actually no rules. So Cheeky could have made his own fan account if he's still out there, but I don't think he wants to be found. Hence why he didn't.
Well, maybe he's dead. We're still not sure.
Unconfirmed. However, Pub Roach's taking the gravy here as well.
They take the cake. The underdogs. They've won an unwinnable. That was a death sentence.
We did that to them on purpose.
We were like, they'll get oosed first round.
And they didn't.
Yeah.
They did well. So,
you mean the seed that we randomly did?
Yeah.
Put them
I
together.
mean, they just got drafted there. We didn't do that.
against the favourite round 1.
No way. We did that.
That's so weird.
What? That's so strange.
This one was kind of shocking.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I was shocked.
The Indian kebab absolutely rolling Metal Man.
And maybe by the biggest margin of all.
Yeah, the biggest win, which surprised me.
I think if Metal Man, maybe our refresher wasn't enough of a refresher. I was a bit disappointed to see Metal Man lost, personally.
Maybe the people just didn't appreciate him as much as we did. And also, I think there's a bit of recency bias there. Because the Indian kebab has been the talk of the town the last month or so.
That's a fair point.
Do you know what I mean?
That's a good point. Yep.
Matchup 5, the ongoing saga of the adult hot chocolate. I'm almost frowned. I'm disappointed. I'm frowned, is what I was going to say. I'm disappointed to see the adult hot chocolate go through over the serpent. But, it's the way of the world.
Well, the serpent's a better bloke, you can assume.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense. This
was so close.
Yeah, this is a good matchup.
And this is one vote in between these.
Was it really?
It was one vote. The difference.
I got asked about this last night at the pub. Blackman Edges beer reviews 52-48.
Wowza.
Wow.
Blackman, if you're out there, where are you, man?
The Black Kicks. Xander at Vic on the Park of, broken ankle.
Foot.
Broken ankle, but not in a good way.
It was my foot, not my ankle, actually.
Well, sure.
But yeah,
Let's not get caught up in the nitty-gritty.
In the technicality. Look, I told you guys, don't vote for me. I didn't want to go through. I wanted the Lord of the Glenmore. I was heavily trying to influence the outcome of this matchup, and yet you've put me through.
It didn't work.
So
I didn't vote for you.
I didn't vote for me either.
The thing that's hard, though, is that was so funny.
Yeah, it was funny. It was funny for everyone else.
And the public airballs thing went on for a while. And then it kept going, and then you broke your ankle, which was just like... It was poetry.
The perfect crescendo of proceedings.
Nice.
Yeah.
And as we have it, matchup 7 taken by Xander. Oh, this was a good matchup too. Similar to Cheeky and Jared and Ryan. And a resounding win by Night Guy, but,
To be fair, am I surprised Night Guy wins? He wins pretty much every situation he's in. The bloke doesn't lose many things.
He's never lost.
He maybe loses his phone, wallet, and keys, but he doesn't lose a one-on-one matchup against an opponent.
Especially if there's dribble involved.
Yeah.
But to see Stingray Kid and Cambonomics in and of itself,
you hate to see it,
bounce early, it hurts.
But it's a fierce pool. There's a lot of great competitors in there.
Yeah.
Survival of the fittest. So we'll put up tonight or in the tonight, tomorrow.
Tonight, I can do it tonight.
The new bracket results. The next round.
The next round.
We'll be voting. We'll open again.
What do we call this round? not the round of 16. What's after that?
Quarterfinal.
Quarterfinals.
This is quarterfinals. Do your results again. Do your votes again. And we're going to do the same thing. We'll read them out next week. Next week, probably a bit earlier. This is a later episode with Origin special on Monday night. So
I don't know when I'm going to get the voting up. I'm not sure.
I can do that as well. If you send them. Anyway, we'll do T&C's post.
Yeah, we're going to get
post
tied
this.
up in that.
Yeah.
Shout out to Unfinished Segments.
Yeah, one of the greats. Let's get into the pack page because obviously Origin got a bit to unpack. Let's get into it.
How's your night?
Night was good, chill, enjoyed the game as per usual.
Where were you? How many beers? What'd you do? Who were you with?
Not many. At home, chilling.
People come to yours?
No.
Just you with your family?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. Chill.
Strictly eyes on the game.
Well, I had exams, and I finished at like 7, and I was like, oh.
And
Respectfully.
And you didn't want to go to the pub after finishing exams.
Well, I had like a team thing. I had like a team thing on, but I was kind of like, oh, I want to go, but I'm also just kind of
wrecked.
energy was sapped a little bit.
Okay. Sure.
It was good nonetheless, though. Watching Origin, good time. Unfortunate couldn't get a win. You watched it. Where'd you watch? Chibbo Hotel.
I was at the Chippo Hotel. The Chippo Hotel, with the greatest respect to the Chippo Hotel, was all at sea last night. All at sea.
Really?
Yeah, all at sea.
No good.
Not prepared, I think, for the foot traffic.
Or the design of the pub isn't designed for that kind of
for just watching rugby league. So I'm not sure what the influence was to go there. Of course, it was Jared who kind of G'd everyone up to go there, and he was the first person when we got there to say this isn't really a good pub for watching footy.
Yeah, that's a Jared move.
So they had this deal on $55, unlimited wings, unlimited beers.
Makes sense.
We didn't want to do it though because we're all poor, etc. But you couldn't get wings unless you had the deal. Go figure, right? So no wings. The biggest TV stops working, and the the Channel 9 app kept dropping in and out.
So stars were not aligning for the boys.
Nah, there's bartenders moving tables into the main section, like
Just chaos.
It was chaos.
They're also the worst nights to work.
I said that to someone last night.
It's just like insanity, and you're going, someone steer. You're like, someone steer this ship.
Yeah. You almost need someone to just really,
whether it's a staff member or manager, whatever.
You kind of need every staff member to just grab the night by the collar and just will it over.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, I don't care if you're underqualified to make big decisions. You got to make something.
Just do them.
You got to make them.
Wheel and deal.
That's
a wheel and deal night.
Yeah, it's like there's never been a table there before. Well, there's going to be there one tonight because it needs to be. You know what I mean? And hats off to the staff members that do it.
Yeah. Wheel and deal. Bit of wheel and deal at work.
We've both been there before. We'll wheel and deal, Got to try and wheel and deal with the patrons sometimes.
You got to wheel and deal.
Anyway, my point is, I wasn't entirely focused on the game. I was pissed off one beer on an empty stomach.
Happens.
Happens every week. Oopsie. So,
but the game itself
went exactly how I thought it would.
Well, it went close to what I thought it would, and from the three of our predictions and discussed points, Paulo almost went over, disallowed try. Tedesco, disallowed try. Gagai went over. Whiten went over. Quietly, we were kind of collectively on the money.
Yeah. Well, Whiten went over first. And I was like, we're fucking on
it.
I think he got the highest rating for New South Wales last night. So
he was there. Him and Lee Martin, I reckon, were their best players.
Don't say we didn't tell you so. Queensland 1 to 12. Who picked that? Oh, what I did.
I'm shocked. And then you're on target with Munster.
With Gagai. And I told you Munster would get man of the series, and he got man of the match.
He's on target at the moment. Man of the match.
I get Origin.
Mate. As far as the game itself, though, to be honest, I thought Queensland played well, but did they? I thought there was some great moments and some great plays, and they had a couple injuries that were against it. But I just thought New South Wales really kind of threw the game away a bit.
They were really poor.
But they weren't poor in their own half. They were poor in the attacking half. The amount of drop balls inside the 20, I thought was huge, or miss, or like the play, like at that 20-meter line, just completely falling apart.
Which is weird because, like you said, majority of the spine was the same.
And the Penrith team, who are typically clinical.
With like Tedesco and Damien Cook, who've done it so many times before, it didn't really make sense. But for whatever reason, it didn't seem to click last night for New South Wales. By all reports, Cleary had a stinker.
Yeah, he didn't play well, and even he said he didn't play well. I reckon, like that's probably the worst game he's played in 2 years.
Really?
Yeah.
What about the grand final a couple of years ago?
Did he play that bad though?
Had a shocking first half.
But he played gun in the second half. He didn't play particularly well at any point in this game.
Okay. Well, he'll be back. You know, it's an outlier.
I think it just shows you though how young he still is to like have, because like if you think about like a Kronk or
what is he, 23
or an Andrew Johns and stuff. Yeah, like they still making errors in big games at those points
in their career. Yeah.
So he's still got a long way to go. But he's still a great player. But
mate, his prime is still like 6 years away.
It's still coming, and he's this good now.
Yeah.
So
Crazy,
don't worry. And like players like Cam Murray and Damien Cook making mistakes that I've actually never seen them do even in normal club games. You know.
Do you think that could have something to do with South Sydney not humming? Perhaps.
Not really. I think maybe Damien just trying to do too much in the game when you're behind as well. And Cameron Murray, a bit undercooked. He's been injured last few weeks. Maybe that had something to do with it. However, like a lot of those errors as well, trying to get rid of the ball too early, I thought, like trying to offload it when they didn't have to. Just, stuff you'd see the Tigers and the Dragons do, mate.
Yeah.
So, unfortunate, but wait till we get to Perth.
Well, last time this happened, we absolutely pounded Queensland into the Earth's crust. Shout out to Tom Trbojevic, hat-trick, 2019, I want to say.
Yeah.
In those disgraceful dark blue jerseys. But, yeah, dude, we love playing in Perth. We always have. And I'd be worried if I was Queensland.
Get ready.
That's kind of like, I don't know, I was kind of expecting, we kind of foreshadowed this in the sense of like we were saying, if we lose, what changes are to be made? Are changes made now? Do they revert a little bit?
Well,
I don't think they will. Now that it's happened.
I don't think they'll change. But I don't.
No one's going to get dropped, I don't think. Latrell might be back and Staggs might be out.
But yeah, Freddie's pretty. Like he's not quick to drop people. Although like I would.
It's just the wind.
Although I would change a couple things, obviously that we talked about, we've discussed already. But yeah, I don't think they will make changes.
No,
they're not quick to drop people mid-series.
No.
However, I think you'll probably see a bit more of a fiery New South Wales team come.
I will say I was more annoyed about the Fox, but I would rather Jake's cavalry for the next game.
Agreed.
I would really like to have Jake Trbojevic in around that squad. At least in the squad.
For Maddo?
Yeah, and that's nothing on Maddo. It's just more for the fact that Jake needs to be there, I think.
To match up with Carrigan and Cotter.
Yeah.
You need your tackling machine in there. You need your gritty, your dirty work. Just someone turning it over. 40 tackles, none missed.
Yeah.
Doing the hard yakka.
Agreed.
Also, side note about the Origin game last night. The amount of quality big hits in that game. I don't remember a game where there's been that many. Like maybe there's a third of that in a normal game.
Whiten put one on. Someone put one on Whiten. Who
Nanai, Whiten, Martin, Cook, Papali'i.
I've got to watch the mini match still. I'm going to do that after this.
See, it's in there.
Yeah.
NRL coaches roundabout, the door opening and closing for a few at the moment, namely Michael Maguire for you, but there has been others in the last
There has. It's been a like mid-season Exodus? Yeah.
Well, they haven't left on their own accord, but there's...
Yeah, I don't know what the word I'm looking for is. It'll come to me later. But Look, I think it's around that time of the season where, struggling clubs need to make decisions around their coach for the future. Let me just unpack this Michael Maguire thing real quick, and I'll try not to get carried away here because I have some strong thoughts about it. My initial reaction, heartbroken, frustrated, angry.
Plenty of tears. Plenty of tears.
Yeah, look, I was at work and, I felt like I'd been through my first breakup. That's what it felt like. It felt like...
You're actually tearing up now talking about it. I
Well,
can see the tears forming in your eyes.
it felt like when Benji left the club for the first time.
Tough.
That was a really tough day. Yesterday was a really tough day. No one seems to, put as much into this club as Mike Maguire does. So really tough to see him go, especially because the Tigers haven't been playing that bad footy lately. It just seemed a bit odd. However, I calmed down. I let my emotion ride out. I've always said don't make decisions while you're emotional. I didn't. I let them play out. I did my research. I got deep in the West Tigers forums.
Reddit.
The Reddit.
Deep in the Reddit.
The Twitter sphere. I got deep in. I watched Tim Sheens talk about the club, and like I was saying to you, the Tigers have sort of developed a roster that's very young. They've got really good pathways as they've been building over the last couple of years. We've got a really good catchment area because we're from the western suburbs, obviously, and we've been killing it in Jersey Flegg and we've been killing it in Harold Matts. So the next 5 years for the Tigers is going to be a crucial, crucial time. And Michael Maguire's assets as a coach, based on his results, are more suited from what we've seen to an experienced team, right? He thrived with South. He had Inglis, Burgess, Isaac Luke. Exactly. All these players that would respond well to Maguire's tactics. But from what we've seen at the Tigers over the last 5 years, Maguire's instilled like a very tough sort of
regimented
culture, but he hasn't necessarily developed. Not a lot of the players have actually improved too much under him. Probably bar Adam Dewey, but that could have just been natural progression anyway, just with him getting older. So what Tim Sheens is saying is Maguire's a good coach, and he's essentially pulled this club back together, and can't thank him enough for that. But to move forward and to continue developing this team that we have, it needs to be a coach that is labeled a player developer.
Right.
Bellamy would be the top of that tree in that sense.
Wow, imagine Bellamy going to the Tigers though. Not saying he would. That's
that's
utter hearsay and blasphemy.
Yeah.
But imagine the headlines.
Yeah, it'd be crazy.
I reckon you would go into shock.
Yeah, dude, I would go into shock.
It'd be like the best day of your life.
That would be pure ecstasy.
Yeah. Yes.
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 So it seems like we're going towards a coach that is more focused on player development as opposed to pulling a club back together vis-a-vis Cameron Ciraldo is the name that I keep seeing. John Morris is the other name I keep seeing.
Johnny Morris would be a good pick. Johnny Morris with only youth and players he didn't pick got the Sharks to the top 8 the 2 years in a row that he was coaching. He didn't pick any of those. He didn't want some of those players. He was bound to them, if you will.
Yep.
Still got it done.
Yeah. So bringing in a coach like him, although risky, it seems like that's the direction the Tigers are heading.
John Morris would be a great pick.
I'm kind of on board with it. I'm on board. They've got me. They've wrote me in again.
If they get John Morris, I would be solid.
Anyone out of Morris, Ciraldo, and I don't think Shane Flanagan's the perfect guy, but even if we got him, I would be so elated.
But what's his name? The Penrith assistant.
Ciraldo.
I'm pretty sure he just signed a new deal with Penrith.
No, he didn't. After you said it, I tried finding it, and he hasn't.
He hasn't?
No. No,
So he's on the market.
I think that's why he hasn't signed, because he's is he the... No, I was going to say, is he the head coach? Ivan Cleary's obviously the head coach.
Assistant.
Yeah. And a signing assistant, unproven coach, so risky. But much like Craig Fitzgibbon, it seems like Ciraldo's, the next guy in line to be an NRL coach, right?
A top coach,
yeah.
You mean. Yeah.
So we'll see, I guess.
See what happens.
And as for, a couple of names that come to mind, Adam O'Brien, Justin Holbrook.
Oh well, Justin Holbrook is more on the chopping block than Adam O'Brien. To be fair, I will say for the Knights and the Titans, they've had stinking injury plagues. Like they've got a new player out with something every week.
Yeah.
Every time they get someone back, they lose another player.
Mm-hmm.
But they've probably been the two worst in the comp, I would argue.
Yep.
Which hasn't helped them, but at the same time, they've both won 3 games this year. Or 4 games.
Yeah,
maybe.
it's tough. I feel like the Tigers are weirdly in such a better position somehow than Newcastle.
They've started below and they're going up.
Yeah.
When the other two, I feel like, started above and are going down.
Yeah. So we'll see.
You know.
Interesting times. I feel like will more cards fall this middle of the season is kind of the question we're asking here.
Yes. Adam O'Brien out.
He's got to go.
Flano to Newcastle. Watch this space. Flano to Newcastle. Do we want to say anything else on that? Or do we want to...
I'm done.
Do we want to jump through? Australia recently in the golf, women's golf, Minjee Lee won the US Women's Open in golf, women's golf, pocketing 2.49 million Aussie dollars.
Lazy.
Not a bad paycheck that one. Just thought it was shout out. I saw the headline during the week. I was like, got to give that a shout out.
Oh well, we got to give it
worthy mention.
Yeah, for sure.
Usually during the week, any kind of Australian sporting winner in whatever selected thing, I'll try and take note and remember to let all you freaking flyers know about it.
Well, it's why you get paid every week.
That's right. Get paid the big dollars. Get paid the massive bucks.
Head of research and something.
Head of research. Yeah, just head of
Let
research.
it marinate. Head of research. It needs something.
Head of research and script.
No, it's not it. Research and something else. We'll come back.
We'll come back to it. Let it marinate.
Yeah.
Head of research and marination. Music. You got music this week? You got anything for me, legend?
You got anything for her?
Hey?
I was looking at it just before. What did I have? Oh, yeah, Arrowhead by Otis Thomas.
Boom. There you go.
Let's go, dude.
There you have it.
Don't think I've added anything to the playlist in like 5 weeks. I will get around to it. I don't know why I don't just do it on the spot, but now I'm 5 weeks behind, so I have to like go back and figure it out.
Catch up. Hey, I like you, mate.
That was the Barflies podcast, episode number 40.
Episode 40. Did we even say that at the start?
I did say
Oh,
it.
you did say
We got straight
Yeah,
into it.
we actually got carried away straight away. Like, we started and just boom.
Yeah.
On one.
Yeah. Look, 40 not out. That's a good test score.
Yeah, we've
you know?
done well. We've done well. That is a good score.
We've been bowled a couple times.
We've been bowled a couple. I'll tell you that for free. We've been bowled a couple of times.
Middle stump.
Flying.
Yeah.
Like Superman.
Yeah. No, we're good now.
We're good.
We're moving. We're moving. Well, it's coming up to August. It's nearly been a year.
Mate, we're just cruising, mate. We're cruising. We're 12 episodes or 3 months away if you're doing it weekly from episode 52, which would be a year, technically. So,
Roundabouts.
you know,
I think it was August-ish.
get ready for that.
Oh, that'll be big. We'll come up with something.
We'll come. We got something cooking, a little special.
Yeah, we'll figure something out for you. Put something on the back burner.
But yeah, if you're still here, listen out for the bracket results. Listen out for the upcoming bracket fixtures. Keep your eyes peeled and your fingers ready for voting.
Oh, yeah. And go watch that video I just put on the YouTube.
Yeah. And sorry about having to finding dog body cams so funny. I don't know how that even happened.
It's so childish.
This is Alexander.
My name's Cody. Have a good week.
See you later.